Great question, because most people dealing with mental health issues, one of their symptoms is always fatigue. Like, I don't think I really know any people, unless they're just really, really, really healthy, that don't struggle with fatigue. Especially if your mental health issues are hormonal imbalance related, which I do think that most people's are. I think for a lot of people, discipline comes into play once they have adopted a good habit enough to where they have the evidence to know the difference between, okay, this is my life and this is how I feel when I'm not doing these things. If they don't know anything different, then why would they make a change? They don't know the result of that change. So if you adopt a good habit and you stick to it long enough to experience the benefit from it, you couldn't possibly imagine going back. So for me personally, I have experienced the detriment enough um, of like what happens if I don't stick to the things that I do. And it's just not worth it for me. So that is for me is enough motivation because I know how I feel about life in general if I'm doing these things versus if I'm not doing these things. And I think that people just have to stick it out long enough to like experience that polarization, or they might just never start. It really is just mind over matter at that point, and I think a lot of people just wait around for like the right time or to feel enough energy or whatever, and then they just never get started, or they wait for this magic fix or something to change in their life. That's just not going to happen. You'll be waiting forever. There's never really the right time to do anything, and so if you want to take action, you just have to do it. Like you just have to grit your teeth and get through it. And it's always the most difficult when you're adopting a habit for like the first month. And then after that, it just becomes a no-brainer. For me, which maybe I'm just a little bit hard on myself, but I really try to not let my problems become an excuse to not do anything about it. I could sit there and say, well, I'm tired. I don't feel like it. I don't have the motivation. Okay, a lot of people don't have the motivation. So you can either push through it and just do it because your mind is very powerful and you can do anything that you want. Or you can be like, oh, well, I'm tired, so I can't. And if you don't think that you can, then you can't.